Shadow. Nidoqueen Electrode basically has zero play here. Foul play, it does chunk, but these Volt switches are doing less than, I don't know, Ben Simmons on the court, which is basically nothing. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Ox here with another video. If you're new to the channel, we do upload Pokemon Go content mostly related to PvP, and if you're a returning subscriber like Wibble Bibble, thank you for the support. In today's video, we are shoutcasting some battles in the Kanto Cup. These battles were submitted to the channel by CoreSouls08, and they are featuring a double electric strategy in the back with Electrode and Alolan Graveler, Pidgeot as the lead. So this team would appear to operate in an ABB style with Pidgeot in the lead. There aren't too many ground types, so double electric does seem like a strategy that could work pretty well. The hope is that once you lure out the potential counter with the Electrode, Alolan Graveler with its very nice move set of Volt Switch, Rock Blast plus Stone Edge will be able to sweep teams in the back, has a lot of solid matchups against Pokemon like Pidgeot, Alolan Marowak, Dewgong, Lapras, and performs very well in neutral matchups as well. So if you could lure out something like a Nidoqueen or even a spice pick like Dugtrio or something, Alolan Graveler does have a lot of play as a closer within the Kanto Cup meta. So this would appear to be a difficult team to recommend according to PvPoke. However, this trainer went on an absolutely sick run against some very talented trainers within this video. We're definitely going to take a look at these battles and see how the team performs, what he did to get to this very high elo rating that put him in the top 200 on the leaderboard at the time. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please consider leaving a like on the video. It really helps the channel grow. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. And without any further ado, let's jump into the first battle right now. Alright, so anytime I see a player climb the leaderboards with a team, I'm very interested in seeing how it works. Double electric strat right here should be exciting to watch. Pidgeot in the lead, two electric types in the back. Reminds me a lot of that rock hole strategy with Alolan Graveler plus Alolan Golem, which we've seen in the past. So let's see how Electrode performs in the place of the Alolan Golem here. Operating as a safe switch though, we see a Nidoqueen in the lead. This is where you're going to want to see Nidoqueen, of course, on the Pidgeot. It is still a pretty rough match for Pidgeot, but it can win in the zero shield. So going to shield up the Poison Fang here, get off this Brave Bird. Most of the time they expect the Feather Dance, so they don't shield. Bang, there it is. They go into a Alolan Raticate right here, swapping out into Electrode. So Electrode going to be going for the Discharge right here. You can also run Thunderbolt, but Discharge is going to be a lower energy cost, so better for spamming moves. And Volt Switch already does so much damage, but I believe there are some matches that are flipped depending on the moveset. Hyper Beam is also an option, but again, Electrode here. Safe Switch performs very well. This Raticate is going to completely farm down the Electrode, and we see the Alolan Graveler come in here. So going to tank this move right here, likely a Crunch. Deals a decent amount of damage and does get to a second move. Will the Graveler decide to shield right here? Going to let this go through as well. Both Pokemon very low. Swaps out into the Snorlax here. Stone Edge coming through. The Snorlax probably should shield at this point. They let it go through instead. This Pidgeot, of course, is dry on energy, and now the Snorlax is going to get farmed down, so I think that might have been a misplay on the opponent's part, but then again, they'd get hit by the Brave Bird, I guess, regardless. So Raticate comes back and gets farmed down by the Gust, takes that first game right there. Very well played. We should be in for some very exciting battles right here. You can see these battles starting off in the 3300s, so definitely no easy matchups right here. Pidgeot into Mew, a very nice matchup for Pidgeot, of course, with that normal typing. Hypno comes in and likely going to try and catch the Thunder Punch. Yes, they do. Very well done. Electrode catching the move right here. It is indeed the Thunder Punch. Not very effective, and foul play is going to hurt. So let's see if the Hypno wants to shield this up. I don't believe this will actually knock out the Hypno. No, it does not. So this will give the Hypno one more move here. Shadow Ball would KO, so they're going to shield up, respect the Shadow Ball, and it is indeed the Shadow Ball. Now you should be able to farm down with Volt Switch, which they do. And let's see what they're going to come back in with. They come in with the Nidoqueen instead, so foul play coming through here. This will be some nice chip damage if it goes through, which it does, and not able to get to the next move. So things aren't looking too good here. Pidgeot comes back in, going to let this Poison Fang come through. You will survive. And then will they go for the Brave Bird or the Feather Dance? Very risky here. Going for the Nuke, expecting the Feather Dance bait. The shield comes up, but a simultaneous swap. Mew comes in here, and there is the Alolan Graveler. So this is going to be a very close game. Surf will not kill the Graveler, as you see, and going to build up to 2 Rock Blasts, but going for the Stone Edge instead. This will probably be enough to take out the Mew if they no shield, which they do not. Nidoqueen comes back in, going to take a Rock Blast right here and likely commit to the farm down on the Graveler. Will the Nidoqueen be able to take out the Pidgeot here? It's going to be very close. The defense is about to drop on the Pidgeot. Will they get to another Poison Fang before they get farmed down with the Gust? Needs one more. There it is. Not able to do it. Nidoqueen going to win this game. That thing is an absolute beast at spamming the moves, and it could flip so many matchups, even the ones that seem neutral or bad for Nidoqueen. A lot of times it ends up coming through with that Poison Fang, and here is another Nidoqueen right away. So let's see how this plays out. Pidgeot here. Of course, you want to stay in this matchup because both of the Pokemon in the back are very weak to Nidoqueen, so Poison Fang comes through. And once again, going for the Brave Bird. Last time to let it go through. Are we going to see another big bang come through? Bang! There it is. Nidoqueen goes out. Electrode swaps in. Here comes the Hypno. This is actually really good because Hypno here is going to be taking super effective damage from these foul plays. And then you have that Alolan Graveler still for the Lapras in the back, which should be easy. I don't even know what the term is, but easy cooking, let's say, for that Graveler. Hypno going to throw the Thunder Punch. Getting a little tongue twisted here on some of the words. We do see the farm down from that beautiful pink shiny Hypno. Actually, that is very nice. And they actually commit to the farm down there. That is insane. Graveler comes in here. Does have 2 shields. Calling the no shield the first one. Shadow Ball comes through. Lapras coming back in. 2 shields still. This is a pretty close game. But 1 Stone Edge should be enough to take it out. Actually, even a Rock Blast from this range might be enough to take out Lapras. What are they going for? Is this a Stone Edge? It is. That's going to take out the Lapras right there. The Hypno comes back in, gets to the Rock Blast. Shields are down. This is going to win the game. Bang! 2 HP KO. Hypno getting sent out of this battle. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm getting a little bit lost for words, but we got Nadog the Razor, one of the best names in Pokemon Go, up there with Shup It Up Ya Raz. That is probably my favorite name. That name was ingrained in my mind because it's so good. Hypno into Pidgeot right here, trying to catch the Thunder Punch. Not able to do it. So going to burn the shield right here and likely try and catch. Okay, nope. Going to go for the Brave Bird instead. They never seem to shield right here. Hypno lets it go through. That is a delayed bang. Muck coming in, and we see the Electrode counter. So Electrode going for the discharge right here. This is definitely a matchup where you prefer having discharge over the Thunderbolt. Muck going to go for the Sludge Wave. Huge damage right there. And the Electric overtaps, not able to get off that discharge because of the overtap. You hate to see it. Graveler comes in now. And this is unfortunate because not getting out that discharge means that you can't really farm down the Muck here without having to burn. I don't even think even with this shield they can farm down. They're going to have to throw a Rock Blast at some point. So the overtap is coming back to haunt the Alolan Graveler right here. But gonna throw the Rock Blast. This will get rid of the Muck. And the opponent now comes in with an Alolan. Marowak not able to catch the Stone Edge. So this is going to deal huge damage. A no shield as well. Holy smokes. And speaking of smoke, that's what the opponent doesn't want. They back out of the match, taking that game. Holy. These are some pretty crazy battles right here. Hopping into the next one, we got Pidgeot into Alolan Raticate. So a nice matchup right here for the Pidgeot. See, these gusts are absolutely chunking away. And the Raticate's going to throw a crunch right here. No defense drop, please. They do not get the defense drop. And this trainer going for the Brave Bird once again. Nobody respecting the Brave Bird. This trainer did, in fact, respect it. And here is one of the harder counters for this team. Shadow, Nidoqueen, Electrode basically has 0 play here. Foul play, it does chunk, but these Volt switches are doing less than, I don't know, Ben Simmons on the court, which is basically nothing. So here comes Pidgeot to farm down the Nidoqueen. Might shield here. Yes, they are going to shield, and I expect them to probably commit to the farm now. Might be a simultaneous knockout right there. You love to see it, but now the opponent has 2 Pokemon, so they get to see your Pokemon come out first. It is the ground. They bring in a Pidgeot into a Alolan Graveler. So I think the opponent is trying to lower the defense here. This is going to be a Feather Dance. Yes, it is. And now they lower the defense. They come back in with the Raticate. And here comes the Stone Edge. Gets the shield. So the Graveler here, loaded on energy, of course, as you see. Is this Stone Edge going to be enough after the Feather Dance debuff? No, it is not. Raticate, super bulky all of a sudden after that Feather Dance coming through. Looks like it's on steroids, probably got those cheeks full of roids right here, but does farm down. Pidgeot coming back in, and it is about to get absolutely rocked out of its world. Bang! There it is. Stone Edge takes that game, and that is a 4-1 set in the first set of battles right here. So very impressive. Going to bring this trainer all the way up to 33-63. Hopping into set number 2, we got Verg right here, another content creator, one of the best battlers in the world, and a nice lead to see Pidgeot into the Mew. And I've always thought about this matchup in the lead, and I think it makes a lot of sense for the opponent to bait with Surf the first time. There's some situations where going for Wild Charge makes sense, but right here, this makes so much sense to go Surf. So the opponent does go for Surf. Very heads up play from Vergi, but look at this. They take a little bit of time to swap out into the Machamp. That gives the Electrode a bunch of energy right here. And because the Machamp only has one shield, look at what happens. They sneak in that Volt. Not really sneak in, but they do get that Volt Switch to go through. And the under tap to land this discharge. Very heads up play right there, taking out the Machamp. That is absolutely insane. With the shield advantage, this is the kind of thing dreams are made up, going up against a player of Verg caliber and just doing all the right plays. Pidgeot calling the Surf. You gotta be kidding me right here. Absolute madman. Calling the Surf once again. The second one probably a little bit easier to call. Grimer in the back. You want to talk about the spice right here. Verg bringing it. Gonna go for the crunch. The shield comes up. Stone Edge should be dealing a lot of damage right here to the Alolan Grimer. Bang! There it is. Grimer gets taken out. And the Volt Switch to fit. Actually, gonna finish it off in style with the Rock Blast. Mew doesn't want that. Well, I mean, I guess it did want it, but it gets taken out there. Big shout out to Verg. Definitely go check out his YouTube channel. A solid content creator and definitely one of the best battlers in the world. We got Pidgeot into a Hypno here in the next match. Another shiny Hypno. This time it is not a shiny Shadow though. So Hypno gonna swap out into Electrode to catch the move, but the opponent holds off from throwing, and we see an Alolan Sandslash come in. So pretty hard counter here to Electrode. Ice Punch coming through and going to go for the discharge. The Alolan Sandshrew is going to let that go through, and another discharge coming through. So of course with Bulldoze landing, Electrode being in a rough spot here, but because they went for Ice Punch, looks like Electrode might actually be able to win Switch here. Are they? They're going to shield, so they're going for the Switch or the second shield from the opponent. Here comes a discharge. The opponent decides to let it go through, so they win Switch. Hypno comes back in here, likely going to see, comes in with the Graveler and swaps out into the Pidgeot to catch the potential shot. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. What an insane play. Brought in the Graveler to make the opponent throw the Shadow Ball and then swapping out into the Pidgeot. 5-head play right there. Super pog. Takes that, doesn't take the game yet, but that is definitely a game-winning play. That Hypno was loaded on energy because remember, it did not throw when the Electrode swapped out. Lapras in the back is not going to want anything to do with this Graveler, and it gets taken out. Hypno coming back in here. Stone Edge likely going to be enough to take out the Hypno right here. Actually survives. Is this going to be enough to take out the Graveler? No, it is not. Only a Thunder Punch. Gets farmed down by the Volt Switch that snuck through and wins that game. Some insane battles here so far, which you would come to expect at this ELO range. We got Pidgeot with the nice little visual lag. Venusaur into Pidgeot. Swap out into Mew, which is a pretty interesting swap out for Pidgeot here, but I guess you shield this. Oh, lets it go through. Okay, that was a ballsy call right there. And going to come in with the Electrode. So interesting to see how this is going to play out. Flame Charge, holy smokes. And the Mew looked like it might have stopped attacking there. Not sure, but the Venusaur comes back in here. Going to throw this foul play. And Venusaur can't exactly farm down here, so the Electrode is going to get off another foul play right here. I believe the Pidgeot actually has a move stored, if I am not mistaken, but it has about like 2 HP as well, so a pretty tricky spot right there. The Venusaur did shield, and the Electrode matches the shield in order to get to this final foul play right here. The opponent burns the second shield and is going to farm down. Pidgeot probably going to come in here, builds up, tries to snipe with the Lapras, but a heads up play recognizing that and swapping out into the Graveler. And now at this point, can take a Surf, should be able to win this game, I believe, going for the Stone Edge right here. That's going to take out the Lapras. The Venusaur will come in and farm down, but the Pidgeot has the move ready. Lose CMP here, but as long as this does not KO with the 1 HP, no, has more than 1 HP, so they do survive that because shields apparently do 1 damage, but takes that game with the Brave Bird in style. Very well done. Let's hop into the next battle. And it looks like these battles are not from the following set, but just hand-picked battles. We got Pidgeot into a Shadow Hypno right here. And again, we've seen this trainer try to catch the moves onto the Electrode, but a lot of these opponents are not falling for the trick, I guess you could say. So Electrode coming in here with that Discharge, and that is a Lickitung, a big, beefy XL Lickitung with the Best Buddy ribbon, going to throw the Body Slam. Electrode does survive that and going to get off this Discharge right here. Lickitung, no need to shield, will likely commit to the farm down with Lick, and we see Pidgeot come back in. Now Pidgeot should be able to survive a Body Slam very comfortably, so they let that go through. Can they farm down before the next Body Slam though is the question. Opponent decides to swap out instead, guarantee the shield with the Thunder Punch if they want to keep that Pidgeot alive. Look at this. This is insane playing right here. Swapping out to catch the second Thunder Punch and going for the CMP right here with the Rock Blast. Very heads up play right here. These two trainers are actually going to war right here. These are some crazy plays. Dewgong in the back, and this is what I'm talking about with Alolan Graveler as a closer. It has a lot of solid matchups, as you could see. Opponent tries to catch onto Lickitung, but they get to a move anyways. Going to have to shield up here, but I believe the Graveler is at the Stone Edge. They're going for the Stone Edge right away. This will likely get the final shield from the opponent. They let it go through! Holy smokes, did that Pidgeot have a move ready? I cannot recall, but that was a crazy no shield right there. Maybe they were expecting the Rock Blast, but that was insane. We got Pidgeot into a Pidgeot mirror right here. Opponent swaps out into Machamp, going for the Discharge. Last time we saw Electrode actually take this matchup, but we'll see if it happens. This time the Volt Switch does sneak through. Is this Machamp at 2 cross chops though is the question. They do shield. They went for the farm down instead. Machamp gets to the next move. Double shield, down 2 shields, but does take switch advantage. Blastoise comes in, okay. So this isn't the worst scenario because you'll likely get 2 shields here from the Blastoise. Unfortunately, you're going to get farmed down, and then 1 Hydro Cannon should be enough to take out the Graveler. So instead of allowing that to happen, they swap out into the Pidgeot, and now they have a huge energy lead. Opponent brings in their own Pidgeot. Brave Bird from this range actually should be enough to knock out the Pidgeot. Bang, there it is. Pidgeot goes down. Blastoise comes in, going to throw the Hydro Cannon, which is definitely going to overkill the Pidgeot here. And right now, it's a pretty rough position because if the Blastoise gets to the Hydro Cannon, which they do, this should be enough to KO. Bang, Graveler goes down, and it is a farm down race. Electrode pulls it off. 1 HP and a dream. Absolutely insane battle. These are some crazy battles right here. In the 3300s, we got Pidgeot into Electrode, one of the worst leads you could possibly see with this team. Swaps out into their own Electrode, and we see a Hypno come in here. So maybe there's some opportunity to take switch here with the slight energy lead. We'll see how this plays out, but goes for the foul play. Opponent lets that go through and gets the second foul play, and it looked like the opponent did not sneak in a confusion as well, so that is very good. The shield comes up from the Hypno. Is the Electrode going to decide to shield right here? They do, shielding up the Thunder Punch, but can they outpace the next move? Yes, they can. Gets to this foul play. Winning switch is very important here. The opponent decides to shield as well, and they're going to throw the Thunder Punch. So the opponent is going to take switch, but there is a shield advantage here for the Pidgeot. Unfortunately, the Hypno does get to another move right here, so that's going to deal super effective damage. Pidgeot though, looking pretty bulky right there, swapping out into the Graveler, and the Electrode is going to throw immediately. Graveler going to no shield. It is a foul play, does a decent chunk. Ninetales in the back. Holy smokes, about to get absolutely smoked up right here. Bang, there it is. Stone Edge, 1 shot KO. And I believe another Stone Edge will actually close this game out on the Electrode because that thing, Bang! There it is. Graveler winning the game in style. Very well played. So those were the battles in the Kanto Cup. Huge shout out to Corsoul08 once again for the submission. Double electric strat in the back. ABB style. Not a team I would expect to work as well as it did in this video, but this trainer, not only did they win, but they pulled off some impressive wins against some of the best battlers in the world. So a very impressive set of battles right here. Thank you again for the submission. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.